Ammar Souayah was born on April 19, 1968, in Tunis, Tunisia, a country known for its passion for football. Growing up in a football-loving environment, Souayah developed an early interest in the sport. His natural talent for the game was evident from a young age, and he soon began playing for local clubs, catching the eye of scouts and coaches in the process. His dedication, work ethic, and ability to read the game were apparent, and by the time he reached his teenage years, Souayah was already on the path to becoming a professional footballer. Souayah's youth career began with Club Africain, one of the top football clubs in Tunisia. He joined the club's youth academy and quickly made a name for himself as a promising midfielder with impressive technical skills, vision, and versatility. His playing style was characterized by his intelligence on the ball, ability to orchestrate play from the midfield, and exceptional passing range. It didn't take long for Souayah to make his debut for the senior team at Club Africain, and by the early 1990s, he was a key figure in the club's success. In 1991, Souayah's playing career reached new heights as he became a regular starter for the first team of Club Africain, helping the club to domestic success. His skill and leadership in the midfield quickly garnered attention from other clubs and national team selectors. He also earned a place in the Tunisia national team, making his debut at a time when the country was aiming to establish itself as a competitive force in African and world football. Souayah's playing career was primarily based in Tunisia, where he spent the majority of his time at Club Africain. But he also had stints abroad, including time in Saudi Arabia with Al Ahly. As a player, Souayah won several domestic titles, including multiple Tunisian League One titles and the Tunisian Cup. However, his international appearances with Tunisia were limited compared to some of his contemporaries, as the country's national team was often overshadowed by powerhouses like Egypt and Morocco during the 1990s. After spending over a decade playing at a high level, Souayah retired from playing in the early 2000s, having established himself as a respected midfielder in Tunisian football. Transition to coaching. Following his retirement as a player, Ammar Souayah made the transition to coaching, a career path that was almost natural given his deep understanding of the game and leadership abilities. His first coaching opportunity came in 2002, when he took charge of Club Africain's youth teams. It was here that Souayah began to hone his managerial skills, working with young players and developing a reputation as a coach who was tactically astute, disciplined, and capable of bringing out the best in his players. Souayah's first major managerial role came in 2006 when he was appointed the head coach of Club Africain's senior team. Taking charge of one of Tunisia's most storied clubs, Souayah faced the pressure of managing a team that was expected to win domestically and perform well in continental competitions. His approach as a coach was similar to his playing style, focused on tactical organization, discipline, and strong team unity. Under his guidance, Club Africain enjoyed success in the Tunisian League and secured a number of domestic titles, including the Tunisian League One and the Tunisian Cup. Souayah's tactical approach was deeply influenced by his experiences as a player, with an emphasis on possession-based football, quick transitions, and solid defensive organization. His ability to manage large squads and navigate the challenges of coaching a big club helped him quickly establish his reputation as one of Tunisia's most promising coaches. Career peak and main achievements. Ammar Souayah's coaching career reached its peak during his time at Club Africain. His most notable achievement as a manager came when he led the club to win the CAF Confederation Cup in 2006, one of the most prestigious continental tournaments in African club football. This victory was particularly significant as it was the first time Club Africain had won the competition, and it placed Souayah in the annals of the club's history as one of its most successful managers. In addition to the continental success, Souayah led Club Africain to several Tunisian League One titles and Tunisian Cup victories. His ability to guide the team through the pressures of domestic and continental competition earned him widespread acclaim across North Africa and beyond. Souayah's success with Club Africain solidified his status as one of the top coaches in Tunisia and North Africa, and it led to opportunities with other clubs both in Tunisia and abroad. In 2007, Souayah took over as the head coach of the Tunisia national team. This was a major career move, as he had the opportunity to coach his country at the highest level. His time with the national team, while relatively short, was marked by some notable successes, including leading Tunisia to the 2008 Africa Cup of Nations tournament, where they reached the quarter-finals. Although Tunisia did not win the tournament, Souayah's tactical approach and ability to manage high-profile players were on full display. Souayah's reputation as a tactician was further solidified by his success with the Tunisia U23 team, guiding them to the 2012 Olympic Games in London. Under his leadership, Tunisia's U23 team performed admirably, showcasing Souayah's ability to develop young talent and prepare them for international competition. Later years and challenges. After his tenure with the Tunisia national team, Souayah continued to coach various clubs, but his career was often marked by periods of instability and challenges. He had stints with Al Ahly in Libya, Espérance Sportive de Tunis, and Al Shoala in Saudi Arabia. But it was difficult to replicate the same level of success he had achieved at Club Africain. One of the significant challenges Souayah faced in his later years was navigating the high expectations that came with managing top clubs in Tunisia and the Middle East. These clubs often demanded both domestic and continental success, which added pressure to Souayah's already demanding coaching career. Despite these challenges, he remained committed to his football philosophy, continuing to build disciplined, organized teams that could compete at the highest levels. Souayah's career trajectory also saw him involved in several rebuilding projects, where he had to work with clubs in transition, developing younger players and managing limited resources. While his teams often played an attractive style of football, they sometimes struggled to compete against the more financially powerful clubs in the region. Later years and retirement. As he reached the later stages of his career, Souayah began to wind down his coaching activities, moving into a less intense managerial role. He transitioned from full-time coaching to more advisory and technical positions, contributing his expertise to younger managers and national teams. In the last years of his career, Souayah made fewer appearances on the managerial scene, but his contributions to Tunisian football continued to be recognized. His legacy as a player, coach, and tactician remained intact, and his influence on Tunisian football, particularly in the development of younger players, was widely acknowledged.